ladies and gentlemen, final night, Skagit Nationals. Someone is going to be walking out of Burlington, Washington this evening with $100,000. We're starting today in the merchandise trailer. This thing's been so cool to have. It has really helped our race team expand, and we're trying to grow to new levels with it. But we're going to head down to the pits and get the night underway in just a minute. And the best part about tonight's finale, check this out. We brought the Knoxville car out for the 100,000 to win show. Man, I love the red. I almost feel like we should be running this thing the rest of the year. Why'd we ever take it off after we put it on for Knoxville? But this is cool. Of course, the red and gold is sharp. There's all the same cars in the pit area. The field is kind of set for today's show. Let's head up to the track, check out the surface before we have the pit meeting and get into engine heat. So the Skagit surface has been pretty interesting this weekend. Really dusty and kind of slick, but also kind of not in some ways. Just the color of the material, it hasn't ever been as black as normal. It's actually darker, which, like I said, kind of shows there's a little more moisture in it. But yeah, things are shaping up now. Tonight is not a complete night. Basically, our prelims set up this show, so we're 24th in points. We're going to be starting 5th in our heat race. The heat race is basically just for more points, so no qualifying. So right now, kind of how we're sitting, we're probably going to get stuck in the front of a B main event unless we can have a heroic heat race and try to win it from the third row. But nonetheless, we're going to get a chance to hot lap, continue to work on our car, try to be better for this surface because this has been different than earlier in the year. But we'll have that heat race, and then if we have to run the B main event, we got to transfer through that and get in tonight's 100,000 to win big show. But you can see they're rolling by right there, and then the fans are already rolling in. This place is going to be packed. So in just a little bit, our night will be underway. Excited to get the red and gold 18T on track. Alright, so we got the chance to hot lap and begin our night. Didn't feel great in those laps, but we made quite a few changes. Feel like at least that I had a handle on my feeling and know what I need more of. A race car just feels naturally very free, and the hard part is like as I grab my wing, I quickly get tight on entry, but then I still don't have any grip off the corner, so like necessarily moving the wing wasn't going to fix what I wanted more of out there. So we just made those changes here in the pits, trying to help ourselves for the heat race. Earlier, I thought when I was getting ready to talk with you guys that it was all points based tonight, but actually I don't know if they changed it or there was miscommunication, but now it's the top 4 finishers in this heat race move to that A main event. So we start 5th. So we just got to pass one car to lock in, which is awesome. That gives us a great opportunity here. Every spot we move forward is going to help us for our starting position. And luckily we're in one of the last heats too, which I think the racetrack will be a little bit wider then and more opportunity to pass. So we made these changes. We got to be right on the money, and I got to go out there and drive, whether it's 8 or doesn't matter how many laps is 8 or 10 or whatever. I got to go put together the best possible and try to move forward. So we're going to be rolling off 5th. We're going to go watch for a minute and then be climbing in. Well, that really sucked. We started 5th. made it one lap in the heat race, and third and fourth got together in front of me. I have yet to see a replay. Sounded like, I mean, it looked like it was, the small glimpse I got was a right rear to left front situation, or they came together and came down the track, and I happened to be on the bottom and spun sideways and hit them and kind of tipped over to avoid. Didn't feel like I really had anywhere to go. Like I said, just, man, it's one of those things that feels like if you have just a bad situation for us, I mean, nothing we could really do. If we missed that, we would have finished third probably in the heat race. That would have transferred us easy, and instead now we're going to be coming from the back of a B main. So it just tore up top wing, nose wing, drag link, front axle we replaced. I think it just kinked it, and yeah, like I said, now we're going to be in the back of the B, so that really sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, just a situation. It sucks that a big crash on the first lap just took us out, didn't even give us much of a shot to transfer. But I don't know. It just, like I said, it's just so dang frustrating. I thought we were going to be sitting okay there, and you always wish, like, man, what if you could have just been a different spot on the track, or could have checked up and avoid. But like, I was kind of had my car turned a little bit sideways, really trying to drive off low, and with the right sideboard, how these cars are built, like I said, my vision was just blocked. And so anyway, is what it is now. We're not going to give up. We're just going to try to get through this B, or just go run a B and just give ourselves a chance and just try to go race and move forward. It just really sucked how that all played out. So tore up some of our stuff, but our night technically isn't over yet, and just a little bit we'll be getting back in. So we're about to push off for the B main right now. Like I said, rolling off 16th here, so we have a tall mountain to climb. I think we can definitely get past a few guys, just try to get in rhythm, go put together some laps. So we kind of, you know, went extreme, or tried to go a little more extreme with our car, trying something, just trying to get better and better, and you know, this is an opportunity to do so. What do we really have to lose? So heat race is behind us, onto this, and try to see what we can make happen. Well, the Skagit Nationals are complete. Rico Abreu walked out of here with all the money. Pretty cool that Skagit's putting up so much money between their big shows, the Skagit Nationals and the Dirt Cup. $164,000 roughly between the two in the winner's share. So that's nuts. As far as our night, man, we did not make it out of the B main there. Kind of knew going into it that it was going to be difficult without some cautions or without some stuff going our way. I don't actually know where we finished. I didn't feel like I passed many cars. I didn't have brakes. My brakes weren't working well because we switched that front axle there, so we tried to bleed them, as fast as we could before the B, but didn't have brakes. And overall, just tried to run the top, tried to run the bottom, and made some good laps, made some bad laps. But tonight obviously was hindered by our heat race, and then also just being in that position from not having the greatest prelim nights. And so that's kind of how I look at that. But frustrating to say the least, but just glad that our 3-week swing with High Limit is complete. Of course I never want to be done racing, but this ended up being a tough stretch for us, and just glad that that's kind of, I don't know, it's wrapped up now. We did have one good night, which was awesome, and then had another night, some others where we made the show and had some speed, but overall we just have some stuff we need to work on in our program with our race cars and getting me more comfortable. And I tell you guys, that happens. What we're doing is really, really hard. That's why you have the ups and the downs, and of course we all want things to go better than we are. We are not satisfied. We don't want to just be making shows. We want to be running well and be in contention and work on consistency in top 5s and top 10 runs. I mean, I'm serious when I say I lose sleep at night over things with the race team and just wanting them to be better. And I know that it takes time, and I know we have little spurts of like we're like I said, running third with earlier in the week and stuff, and you're like, wow, this is like, we can do this. So yeah, no, I just I want it bad, and I know everyone around me does too. And we just gotta keep working in the right direction. And you learn so much from all your losses, and you learn from watching others succeed and what it takes. And we know what it takes, but just it's putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. So just want to thank you all for being here and riding along with us for the journey. I don't know how it's been from your side of things. I'm sure it's been just as tough, and it's difficult. And of course, everyone has their own judgment and opinions and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're very lucky to get to do what we do. Happy to be here. I mean, look at this place. Look at Skagit. Look at where I'm sitting. It's pretty awesome, especially all the partners I have behind me. The Boss, DZ, Shane DeWald Trucking, Canopy Country, Earth Environmental, Pit Stop USA, Fast 4 Media, Carbon Works, Orville Tax, ABC Powder Coating, Diamond Roofing Company, QRC, Beanendall Trucking, Triple X, Tie 22, Rod and Supply, Champion Car Wash, and Alender Butsky Engineers. I mean, we got great people, and my team and my family, and it takes a village to make this happen. So without everyone around me, I wouldn't be able to do what I get to do. And I'll tell you this, you only lose when you give up, and I don't plan on giving up anytime soon. We've came way too far to this point to let a few rough weeks get to us and put us down, and we're close to the end of the season. So we've gave it all we had, and we're going to continue to put as much effort as it takes in, and try to get the results and get everything to turn around. So the only way to get out of those rough patches is just to keep plugging away. So onward and upward from here. Anyway, Skagit, that wraps everything up. We will see you again. I love this place, man. Even through it's put me through a lot, and it's also given me a lot of great moments, and that's how dirt track racing is. So thank you all for being here for me and being here for our team and our family, and we will keep bringing you along with us for the journey. Deuces.